I didn't get to do this. I had a stomach upset, so I just thought we'd do this now. We haven't done this before.
No. So
it's a bit funny.
What shall we do now?
So we're red because of the screen. So what shall we do now? We thought we'd just share what we've been up to in the last couple of months.
And you guys get to choose a question to answer, but Jessie has actually already chosen, so you get some random stories from our adventures.
Yeah, pretty much we'll just show... Oh wait, do we just show that here? Oh yeah, coming up.
Cool.
Where have we been?
You get to see a few pictures of where we've been.
And yeah, there's 3 options. What we wanted was for you guys to read the options. We've given them like mysterious titles. So we wanted you to see them and then pick which one you wanted to hear. But Jessie's just done that now on the phone anyway. Yeah. So, sweet.
Cool.
Cool. So, yeah, I mean, we have seen you guys, some of you, since the Johnsonville dog sit, or in the middle of it. But yeah, we spent a month in Johnsonville because Christina had to finish
my 8 weeks of notice, so had a bit of time there. We had a pretty modern house that we house sat in, and the crazy thing was that we house sat a 18-month-old puppy, which was full on. Her name was Minnie, and she was a crazy kind of almost untrained puppy, which we didn't know.
So these were the options before we go on with that. So, yeah, old versus young, chasing an Indian kid, or whoops, sorry, were our titles we chose.
Yep.
Trying to be aloof titles, so you'd have to pick through curiosity. And Jessie's chosen old versus young, which sounds like a weird, like maybe Mortal Kombat matchup, but it's just Soraka and Minnie was brutal. Minnie being, you said 18 months? I thought 15 months. Anyway, she's under 2 years.
Yeah.
And they just did not get along. They'd met beforehand on a field and ran around, so we thought, this is going to go well, but as soon as we're in Minnie's space, it just fucking sucked, man.
She had no chill, honestly. Like, you'd get up in the morning and she'd run out of her crate and zoom around and jump around the couch and run everywhere and bark and like beg for breakfast. Like, she was food obsessed, like so crazy, like begging for treats all the time. But pretty much running around non-stop. So. And
as well, Soraka gets up like Christina in the morning, just like slow, take some time, have a stretch and a big yawn. And so Soraka's sitting there going, what the fuck is going on with this psycho hooning around? That was just an example. And then Minnie started getting real possessive, telling Soraka off if she came over for pets and all of that. So old versus young was just a little summary of something we won't ever do again with an old dog having a young dog around. She was a loose little cannon. I love her, actually. She's pretty awesome. It'd be fun to see her again. But that was rough. And you'll never know why an Indian kid was chased and why we just had to apologise. There's the other story. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to click across. I'll do that now. Maybe I did it earlier. No, it's right.
There we go. That's right.
Ignore that. That's Minnie. And the first photo there is they're like Soraka going, what's going on with Minnie looking like a queen in the background.
She was so grumpy. Poor Soraka. She was so grumpy. She's like, what are you guys doing?
That's how the house went. Soraka's like, what the fuck? And Minnie's like, yeah, bitch, this is all mine. So yeah, Minnie, she's a bit too princessy to be fun. Like, I don't see her as cute. I see her as a little like, whoa.
She was very spoiled, and you could tell that the owners like gave her treats every second. Honestly, not exaggerating, like crazy for anything she did. So like,
if she moved, she'd expect a treat. She'd go sit in the kitchen, look at you, be like, now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So that was Johnsonville for a month. So after that,
stressful.
Click. We went to Waiheke for a month. I think we told all you guys that too at the party. We just needed to not house sit after a month of that dog. And we hadn't been to Waiheke before. So the photos there. Yeah, just a cool view. Another cool view. And
so the photos look sunny, but in actual reality, it was crazy windy, which we didn't know. We're like, let's leave windy Johnsonville and have a bit of sunshine. But
we got 1 week of great weather though. At first, we're like, Waiheke, and then it just turned into Wellington weather again.
Pretty much,
like the whole rest of the time. So just the wrong time of year to. And our story titles are.
We have a seagull diet, the ghost punch, or sexy AI.
Yes, all 3 of those are good stories. One of them's embarrassing, one of them's what the hell, and one of them's just awesome. And actually the one I would have wanted to chosen is what Jessie chose. So she chose Seagull Diet.
Yes, and it's a perfect story.
So I'll click across for a sec. So here's
Right, I did not actually drink 3 coffees.
Nah, I complained about a coffee and the guys were awesome, so they gave us another coffee, but we had to have our other coffees, so it's just like, anyway.
Yeah, too many
and then
coffees.
Jess came to visit, and that's Waiheke. So
Yeah.
the photos are just for fun because we didn't know what stories you'd pick, but the seagull diet is, so the main street of town, we walk through, we had a cafe we go to every day. We'd walk through we'd walk through the main street of town, but we had to take Soraka to the toilet before going into the cafe. So we're walking down the street, and I was like, you can always see when Soraka needs to go, her butthole starts puckering, and we always go, oh, the moment's coming, Santa's coming. And so I was like, but we were on the wrong side of the street for her to shit anywhere, and Waihekeans have got there's a vibe there. You don't really want her to stop in the middle of the nice tidy pavement and let your dog take a shit.
No.
So there's a bit of grass across the road, and I'll just ramble through this one.
Yep.
And this is, fuck, it was good. So Soraka's, what's the turtle heading, the phrase. And I'm like, okay, fuck. So I pick her up and I'm holding her like you would a newborn baby, like, well, if you do. And I'm sort of running across the road with her. Halfway across the road, like, oh no, she lost it. And then a nugget fell out and landed on the road. I'm like, okay, this is awkward, already stopping traffic for that, waving my hand, sorry for the poo on the road. Gets her up across the road and turn around just to see a seagull who thought we dropped food, swoop down, scoop up the shit and swallow it all in one smooth motion and fly off.
Both of us were like, what?
We just broke down. It started like we had people staring at us because we were fucking hysterics, tears hysterics. Because that just happened. A seagull just had shit for breakfast.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
You know, Happy Gilmore, like, you had pieces of shit for breakfast. The seagull did. So that's the seagull diet story anyway.
That seagull is going to regret that one.
Think twice before swooping on anything that falls on the ground.
God.
So that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was Waiheke. Okay, and click.
All right, next one.
So Richard, thanks bro. Richard went off to Singapore, who probably has better stories than our Rongotea stories, but we came up with some. And Richard gave us his pad for 1.5 weeks.
Yeah.
The photos there's some League of Legends, asparagus, and a fireplace.
Lots of fresh asparagus. It was great. Delicious. Thanks, Richard. So for that one, we have the titles Slimy Sleep, Dorothy, or Getting Caught.
So Jessie chose Getting Caught, and I think because it sounds like dirty or like mischievous or fun or something, they actually just kind of fucking sucked. We went to Palmy every day or every other day for coffee and a drive, something to do, and on the way back there's this little 70k zone where you do 100 and then you do 70 for
2 seconds.
Yeah, it's just blinked through. I don't know. I can't remember if it had a town name.
Oh yeah, it's got like a little school there, and it's a tiny town, but it's literally like 2 seconds, and it's Palmy back road, so you think, you know, like, oh, you don't see any cops anywhere. Like it's not like you speed crazy, but you kind of feel like you don't have to oblige to the 70k.
Yeah, so
and there weren't any kids around or anything like that. There was no, you know, no one there. It was like a ghost town.
I slowed down to 85. And I thought, yeah, all good, you know, this is no worries, just cruise through, be back in 100 in a second. But of course, there's the one cop in the one back road of Rongotea that decided to like just hit me up and did me 85 and a 70. Kind of sucked, but just what a shitty little spot. And but she was just pretty straight up. And I remember she asked me like, oh, why were you speeding? I just said, I don't know, I was just talking. But the truth was like everyone like does, and I got caught, you know. So yeah, we just got caught doing a shitty little speeding ticket. What was the ticket? $50?
Oh, 80, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
80
so
bucks,
whoops.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got caught doing that. Thanks, Rongotea.
So,
that's that one.
Yeah.
You'll never know. Slimy Sleep. Ooh, Dorothy.
Dorothy. Yeah. Who is Dorothy?
Oh shit, the photos again. I forgot. Hey, Leaf came to visit. If you're watching, what up, Leaf? That's Dorothy and the chicken. She didn't have a name, Richard said, so she became Dorothy off the Return to Oz. And yeah, cool.
It was a crazy social chicken. She was awesome, hey. She like
don't tell stories.
Oh god.
Don't choose
no.
stories.
Okay, next.
She was cool.
Oh, she was good. And then after Richards, we drove back up towards Neil Plymouth Ways and stayed in Okato with Neil's sister for 3 days.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone knows Okato, but it's just half an hour around the coast, the surf coast.
Yep.
And
nothing there.
Not really crazy stories here at all. Actually, Okato was pretty chill. But so we just sister time, kind of self-explanatory minus the details. Okato truth, you'll never know because Jessie chose a random fact. And before we went, I was like, oh, we had to Google a random fact because we didn't have a third story.
Yeah.
And
do you remember it?
So I said, do you remember the random fact?
So the highway between Okato and New Plymouth, or the whole actually way around the coast, used to be Maori trails back in the day, and then a little bit later the British soldier troops used it to carry weapons and cars and whatever.
During the Taranaki Wars.
Yeah, what are the Taranaki Wars? I have no idea, but yeah.
That's a slideshow for another day.
Yeah. For anyone who's interested.
So if you don't believe us, Google it, because Google told us. All right. So, and the photos, that's my sister's little rural pad.
Yeah.
Some ducklings and some...
And Svaka snoring on the bed because she was exhausted.
Like every day ever.
Yeah.
Sweet. After that, we thought we need to go back to Napier. We actually hadn't been back to spend any proper time for 13 years, which is pretty nuts considering we lived there 3 years. And I've been back briefly, but it was for a negative reason. So anyway, it was awesome to get back there and have some stories. That's our Liz and Keith down the bottom there. It's my old band and our old close friends. It's got our Airbnb up the top.
Yeah, and then we've got the good old Marae Totara waterfalls, which are absolutely beautiful.
But some of you guys know them.
Yeah, it would have been there. Looks a bit different though. It was really washed out and not the same. So the topics we have here are growth, being blah, and reuniting.
And Jessie chose
reuniting. Super sweet. Well, it's kind of, the title is like what it suggests. It's not really that crazy of a story. It's pretty much that we got to reunite with all our friends that we haven't seen for 13 years or so.
It was amazing. We got like just every single night invitations around for dinner and gigs out.
So nice.
And I got to jam with an old bandmate, and we got taken to new rural properties, and everyone cooked for us and shit.
We had heaps of wine, not so much wine, like so much wine, fresh food from the garden. Cassie and Blair, they gave us a whole bag of avocados from their tree, and just really lovely people giving us some bits from their lives. And
we got to see our old neighbour that we left we had a whole night with them. It was so nice. We just rocked up randomly. They're retired now. So they just invited us around, ended up having a whole dinner with them and everything. But we got to see our cat that we left with them 13 years ago. Alasia. It was amazing. She's still alive. She's 17.
And she
so we got to pet our old cat again. That was a trip. So we got to reunite with a whole bunch of people after over a decade. And it was crazy. Just driving around there was crazy because every little turn, every township was like a little story. So we're like, oh my God, remember this and this. And sometimes I wouldn't remember, sometimes me wouldn't remember. And it's just, crazy trip down memory lane. We're both like, you don't remember that? Yeah. You don't remember that? How can you not remember that? Anyway, and then here's the photos. That's exactly how it went. I thought there was two of you. So there's Christina and Saraka in a giant chair on the beach. There's Kathy and Blair's house down the bottom there, this giant rural property. And that's Keith, who I used to play in a band with in Hawke's Bay. And we haven't jammed together for over a decade. So got to rock out. Awesome jam. Just got to rock out a little bit while dinner was cooking. Almost burnt the rice for a good bit of music. So that was lovely. Then we went back up north towards Auckland to Waitakaruru. I don't think anyone has heard of that town name, but if you have, then wow. It's like 45 minutes below Auckland and nothing. And that's the house we stayed at. Bunch of eggs and a driveway. I don't know. So our stories here are the Royal Sons. I think that's real fun. Net Hunt was unique. And Excellency is Jessie's choice. Yes. And Excellency was pretty straight up. We'd had some eggs from Richards from Dorothy. Like 1 or 2 eggs a day to eat there, which was awesome. And we were just like, oh my God, fresh eggs is just so different than supermarket eggs. It tastes so good. And these guys had like 30 chickens, something like that, and so we just had a ton of fresh eggs, and they said eat as many eggs as you want, and in 4 days, or 3 days if you count 3 days, I think we had 27 eggs. No kidding. we had to town. Like you could take some if you want. And for dinner. At the end of that, we were okay after eggs, and for a snack. So it was an excellent time. So it's so this place we actually house sat for 4 days. So it's quite cool. We had a few pets to look after. We had Harry, who's the Cooney, you can see there. Pig.
We had, as Neil said, heaps of chickens, quite a few geese who were a little bit shy in the beginning, but then warmed up to us. And yeah, as you can see, I cooked a mighty steak on the barbecue because that's what you do when you're house sitting. Use the free barbecue that he set up for me and cook a beautiful home-killed steak. Hell yeah!
Waitakaruru.
It was great.
And one of the days while we were there, we had to rock up to Auckland Armageddon. It had been a many a moon since we'd been up there. And just this one of Christina's favourite photos from the whole trip is what's it called? The ring wraith?
Ring wraith, yeah.
Ring wraith, just
great
getting some Google directions
getting
from
some phone help.
from mum and line.
It was hilarious.
And our story titles were Behind the Scenes, Geeking Out or Starstruck, and Jessie's chosen Geeking Out. I can't even remember. I think we were just going to talk about cosplayers.
Just cosplayers that we've seen.
Some on the next page. Hang on, I'll click across.
We pretty much saw a really cool, Darth Vader. He was awesome.
No, but that Darth Vader suit is worth about 3,000 New Zealand dollars. It's the Jazzware Darth Vader suit. I had a look afterwards. It was so high quality. It had the breathing, the voice box, all the lights and everything. I was like, that was Darth Vader, man. The dude's intimidating in person, like. Yeah. Yeah. And then
the Chewbacca, wow.
He was 7 foot.
Damn, it was huge. Yep.
And we've got a bunch of Mandalorian stuff. Pretty much so many anime characters. We just don't know what the hell we're looking at. Really high quality costumes. We're just like, I don't know, just a cool one. So we didn't get too many photos with them. But we did geek out and seen a bunch. And that Darth Vader one, can you see like a woman's got the Eye of Sauron head?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But one cool thing about the Chewbacca, so he was towering above people. The woman next to him was normal height. But I watched him, and that was a dude on stilts to get that way. Whereas the same day I saw another guy, a giant Gandalf, and I went up to him and I was like, man, this guy's massive, over 7 foot for sure. And I had to proper tilt up and look at him, and I was watching him, and I walked up to him and I said, I have to know how you're doing this. He's like, that's just me, man. And he lifted his feet and lifted his robe in his feet and wiggled his toes and everything and his boots under that. And it was just a giant 7 foot dude decided to be Gandalf for the day. So Armageddon, pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, that was awesome. Then, because we love driving, we just took another casual drive, 5.5 hours drive back down to New Plymouth, where we've been staying for 2 weeks. And so you'll see the house that we moved into, nice modern build. It's only 3 months old. I had some dinner with Mum and Pete, and just went exploring and walking down the river. And
the Huatoki Walkway, if you haven't done it, it's awesome. Our stories here: neighbouring joy, dino-tastic, or how much pack would a backpack pack if a backpack could pack back? Your turn.
Amazing!
Say that again.
How much pack would a backpack pack if a backpack could pack back?
No,
Woo!
So there's just a picture of Dino.
Weird
another
dinosaur.
story. Oh well, you never know now. Leaf knows, but it was weird, our story of it. But Jessie chose the backpack story.
Yes.
Pretty much that one was as straight up as it gets. We have just packed and unpacked and put our stuff into storage and been travelling with all our bits in the car, and then we unpacked into our new house and had to pick stuff up in storage, and we had to box after box after box, and we had a bunch of mould and we had a bunch of this and we had a bunch of that. And the end part of this story is we're not staying in New Plymouth to be decided to be revealed, but we spent some time here, and there was maybes and some red flags and other stories. But we are currently packing house again. Woo!
Whoa,
so we're
backpack, cleaned all our shit, and then we're packing it back up again.
So it's pretty raw, taking our whole house everywhere, but we're just...
Okay, it wasn't a choice though, but it is a choice, but we would have not preferred that, but anyway. Here we are.
We literally broke all our boxes down, got rid of them all on the other side of the city, and just to go get more boxes so we can start packing again. So we are indecisive and crazy fussy about what we want to do. So we're packing again, back for backpack. If I click the button.
Nice.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye. I wish I could have been there and heard everyone else's. It sounded awesome.
Same.
Bye.
Bye.